Have you ever paused to wonder if some of the habits you've picked up over the years might be quietly sabotaging your quality of life? As we age, certain patterns of behavior that once seemed harmless may actually be draining our energy, straining our relationships, and preventing us from living life to the fullest. But what if I told you that breaking free from just a handful of these habits could dramatically boost your emotional well-being, enhance your health, and even elevate your overall happiness? In today's video, we're uncovering 7 pivotal habits you need to stop right now to regain control over your life. Each of these behaviors could be holding you back in ways you might never have realized. From the way we communicate with others to how we nurture our physical and mental health, these 7 transformative points will empower you to reclaim your golden years. Stick with us until the end, because letting go of these habits starting today won't just add years to your life, it will add vibrancy and meaning to those years. Imagine a future filled with wisdom, independence, and deep fulfillment. Whether it's rediscovering your voice, strengthening the bonds with those around you, or finding joy in life's simple pleasures, every step we'll discuss will guide you toward unlocking a richer, more rewarding future. Don't miss out. Your best years might still be ahead of you. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you never miss any of our videos. Your support truly means the world to me. If you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from it. And here's something special. If you resonate with today's topic, comment 1 down below. If not, comment 0 so I can keep improving and delivering better content just for you. Now let's dive in. Get ready, because what you're about to hear might just transform your life. Today, we'll delve into the 7 critical habits you must stop doing immediately. These behaviors, often repeated unconsciously, are quietly yet steadily draining your energy, stealing your peace of mind, and, perhaps most heartbreakingly, keeping you from living a life of true joy and purpose. This isn't just about making minor tweaks to your routine. This is about taking bold action to reclaim control over your emotions, your choices, and your future. It's time to stop running on autopilot and start living with intentionality. The first thing you need to stop doing immediately is blindly accepting everything people say without questioning it. Let's take a moment to reflect. How often do you find yourself nodding in agreement just to avoid confrontation? How many times have you swallowed your own thoughts and feelings because you didn't want to cause a scene or upset someone? It's something many of us fall into, especially as we grow older. Somewhere along the way, we've been led to believe that keeping the peace means staying quiet, agreeing with others, and avoiding any form of conflict. But let me tell you a harsh reality. Every time you agree with something you don't truly believe in, every time you force a yes when your heart is screaming no, you're sacrificing a piece of your self-worth. Little by little, you chip away at who you are until one day, you wake up and barely recognize yourself. You might think that going along with others is the easiest way to avoid drama, stress, or conflict. But in truth, you're giving away something far more precious, your voice. When you stop questioning, when you stop standing up for your own beliefs, you allow others to dictate how you should live your life. Whether they mean to or not, you're handing over the reins, letting them make choices for you. And let's be real, that's a painful way to lose your sense of self, your independence, and your personal identity. I've seen this happen countless times. People think that as they age, their opinions hold less weight, that their choices aren't as significant. But let me tell you this, nothing could be further from the truth. The wisdom and life experience you've accumulated over the years are priceless. They give you insights, perspectives, and knowledge that younger generations simply don't have yet. So why silence yourself when you're carrying decades of hard-earned lessons within you? Think back to all those moments when you wanted to speak up but didn't. The times when you disagreed but chose to stay silent for the sake of keeping the peace. The truth is, by doing that, you're not just avoiding conflict with others. You're creating inner conflict within yourself. You're losing your own peace. Here's the bottom line. Your voice matters. It matters now more than ever because it's rooted in wisdom, depth, and experience. You've earned the right to speak up. Don't let anyone, including yourself, diminish that. When you stop questioning, when you start blindly agreeing with others, you weaken your ability to defend your beliefs and make decisions that truly align with your values. Over time, this can lead to feelings of helplessness, as though life is happening to you, not for you. But it doesn't have to be that way. Now is the time to reclaim your voice, trust your instincts, honor your judgment, and make decisions that reflect your true self, not someone else's expectations. Breaking free from this habit won't just restore your autonomy, it will bring back a sense of confidence and empowerment that you may have forgotten was even there. You deserve to be heard, and you deserve to live a life that's true to you. Now let's talk about the second thing you need to stop doing immediately, neglecting your physical health because you've convinced yourself it's too late to make a difference. This mindset is one of the most dangerous and discouraging traps we can fall into as we age. It's easy to think that because your body has been through so much, or because you're no longer as young and agile as you once were, it doesn't matter anymore. Maybe you've told yourself that exercise won't make a meaningful impact, that eating healthier won't change anything, or that those doctor appointments you keep putting off aren't a priority. But let me tell you, nothing could be further from the truth. Whether you're in your 60s, 70s, or even your 80s, it's never too late to start caring for your body. Small, intentional steps can still lead to significant improvements in your overall quality of life. Every effort, no matter how small, has the potential to make a difference. Take something as simple as a short walk around your neighborhood. A few minutes of stretching or some gentle balance exercises can improve your mobility, boost your flexibility, and significantly reduce your risk of falls. These aren't just trivial routines. They are powerful tools to help you maintain your independence and feel stronger, more capable, and more in control of your body. And don't underestimate the power of your daily diet. What you eat has a direct impact on how you feel every single day. Filling your plate with wholesome, nutritious foods and staying hydrated can unlock energy levels you didn't even know were missing. A balanced diet doesn't just keep you energized, it also helps guard against chronic illnesses like diabetes, high blood pressure, and heart disease, which become more common as we age. Now, imagine waking up with fewer aches, more vitality, and the confidence that you're giving your body exactly what it needs to thrive. That's the difference small changes can make even at this stage of life. Here's the truth. Prioritizing your physical health is about so much more than just your body. It's a declaration that you value yourself, that you recognize your worth, and that you still have so much life left to enjoy. The better your body feels, the clearer and sharper your mind becomes. You'll notice your mood lifting, your confidence growing, and your outlook on life becoming brighter. Taking care of your health is a way to empower yourself, to remind yourself that you are capable, resilient, and still full of potential. This isn't about trying to turn back the clock or pretending to be younger than you are. It's about honoring the incredible body that has carried you through every experience, every challenge, and every triumph of your life. It's about treating it with the care and respect it deserves so you can continue to live with vitality, energy, and purpose. When you invest in your health, you're investing in your future, a future where you can continue to enjoy the activities, experiences, and relationships that make life meaningful. Whether it's spending time with loved ones, traveling to new places, or simply savoring the little joys of life, you will have the energy and freedom to fully embrace those moments. So stop telling yourself it's too late or that it won't make a difference. Every small action you take toward better health, whether it's an extra walk, a nutritious meal, or finally scheduling that doctor's appointment, is a step closer to a brighter, fuller, and more vibrant life. Your health is a gift, one that you can still nurture and cherish no matter your age. Don't give up on yourself now. There is still so much left to experience, so many memories to make, and so many moments to savor. You deserve to be at your very best for all of it. The third habit you need to break is isolating yourself from others. I completely understand that as we grow older, the urge to withdraw can feel incredibly tempting. It might seem more convenient to stay within the comfort of your home, avoid gatherings, or let once cherished friendships quietly slip away. The energy it takes to nurture relationships or meet new people might feel overwhelming at times. But let me share a hard truth with you. Isolation is a silent thief. It steals away your connection to others, your moments of joy, and the essence of what it truly means to live fully. If you're still tuned into this video and finding value in these lessons, please take a moment to comment, "I'm here," below, letting me know you're walking this journey with me. Loneliness isn't just an emotional burden, it takes a toll on your body too. Studies have shown that prolonged isolation can lead to serious health concerns, including an increased risk of heart disease, depression, and even cognitive decline. You see, our brains are inherently wired for connection. We are social beings by nature, designed to share stories, exchange ideas, laugh together, and support one another through life's highs and lows. When you close yourself off from the world, you're not just avoiding awkwardness or discomfort, you're depriving your mind and body of the vital nourishment that connection provides. I know it might feel easier to retreat, especially when your energy feels depleted or when you think you no longer have much in common with others. But here's the thing, you still have so much to give. Your experiences, your stories, and your wisdom are treasures the world needs to hear. Don't underestimate the impact you can have on others. Sometimes, even a simple chat over a cup of tea or a heartfelt phone call with an old friend can transform your day and theirs. When you isolate yourself, loneliness starts creeping in. It's not just an emotion, it's a slow, insidious poison. It eats away at your emotional well-being and chips at your physical health. It doesn't announce itself dramatically. At first, it's a quiet feeling of disconnection, but over time, it can evolve into a deep, aching sadness, a hollow sense that something fundamental is missing from your life. But here's the uplifting truth. It's never too late to reconnect. It's never too late to open your heart and reach out to those around you. Whether it's family, old friends, or even strangers who could one day become friends, there are countless opportunities to build meaningful connections. Don't sit back and wait for someone to approach you. Take the first step. Proactively nurture the relationships that bring you happiness. Take a leap of faith, even if it's a small one. Attend that social event you've been putting off. Dial the number of a loved one you haven't spoken to in ages. You might be amazed at how uplifting and rejuvenating even a brief connection can feel. Remember, it's not about being surrounded by people all the time. It's about cultivating meaningful interactions that breathe life into your days. Whether it's a heartfelt conversation with a friend, joining a local group, or simply showing up fully in the relationships you already have, connection is essential for your overall well-being. Don't let isolation rob you of the joy and vitality that meaningful relationships bring. You deserve to feel seen, appreciated, and cherished. So take a step back into the world, one connection at a time. You might just discover that the happiness, peace, and fulfillment you've been longing for are much closer than you think. I know some of you might be thinking it's harder to form new bonds at this stage of life. Perhaps old friends have moved away, grown distant, or sadly, are no longer with us. These feelings of loneliness can weigh heavy on your heart, leading you to believe that solitude is your only option now. But let me assure you, that's far from the truth. There are endless ways to stay connected and rekindle the joy of human interaction. You don't have to surrender to loneliness or settle for days spent in silence. You can join a local community group, sign up for a new hobby or recreational class, or embrace technology to stay in touch with loved ones far away. The opportunities to connect are all around you, just waiting for you to take them. Every interaction, no matter how small, carries immense value. These moments of connection, shared laughter, and exchanged stories nourish your soul in ways you may not even realize. They remind you that you're part of something larger, that your life holds incredible meaning, and that you are still a vital presence in this world. So, if you found yourself pulling away from people or skipping social opportunities because they feel like too much effort or because you feel disconnected, it's time to change that. Human connection is one of the greatest secrets to aging gracefully, to living with joy and purpose, no matter what stage of life you're in. Don't let the false comfort of isolation drown out the warmth, the conversations, and the laughter that are waiting to enrich your life. You deserve those beautiful moments, and the world needs your wisdom, your stories, and your light. Now let's talk about the fourth thing you need to stop doing: sacrificing your happiness and well-being for others. I know that for many, this behavior feels virtuous, like a badge of honor, especially if you've spent most of your life as a caregiver. Putting others first probably feels like second nature. You may feel it's your responsibility to prioritize everyone else over yourself. You might even believe that your value lies in how much you can give, how many lives you can brighten, or how selflessly you can serve your family, friends, or community. But let me share something with you, a difficult yet crucial truth. When you constantly put others' needs above your own, you slowly lose pieces of yourself. And the most disheartening part? Sometimes the very people you've sacrificed for don't fully appreciate the magnitude of what you've given up. Think about it. You've likely spent years, maybe even decades, caring for others. Whether it was your children, grandchildren, spouse, or extended family, you poured your energy into making sure everyone else was taken care of. You put your dreams on the back burner, ignored your health, and postponed your happiness, always telling yourself, "One day, I'll focus on me." Well, that day is here. The time has come to realize that your happiness is just as important as anyone else's. You've earned the right to put yourself first. Here's the tough reality. When you constantly sacrifice your own needs, people eventually start to take it for granted. They grow accustomed to your endless willingness to give, to help, to set aside your own desires. Over time, they may even come to expect it, not out of malice, but because your actions have taught them that your needs come second. And that's where the problem lies. You've been so busy caring for others that you've forgotten to care for yourself. But let me be clear, it's not selfish to prioritize your well-being. It's necessary. You can't pour from an empty cup, and if you keep giving without replenishing, your cup will eventually run dry. You deserve to pursue your own happiness. You deserve to care for your health. You deserve to spend your time doing the things that bring you peace and joy. It's time to make yourself a priority, even if that means saying no more often, setting firm boundaries, or carving out space in your life just for you. You've spent your entire life giving so much to others. Now it's time to give something back to yourself, the permission to be happy. Take that trip you've always dreamed of. Revisit the hobbies and passions that once lit up your life. Allow yourself to rest without feeling a shred of guilt. You are not a machine, designed to endlessly serve everyone else. You are a human being, deserving of care, love, and happiness. It's time to stop placing everyone else's happiness above your own. You've done enough. Now it's time to redirect some of that love, care, and attention inward. Because you deserve a life filled with joy, serenity, and the freedom to live on your own terms. Stop waiting for someone else to give you permission. Grant it to yourself today. And now, in this stage of life, it's time to face a hard, sometimes uncomfortable truth. Enough is enough. Enough of nullifying your own needs to please others. Enough of being the person who sacrifices without question. This might sound unsettling, even controversial, but here's the harsh reality. While you've been tirelessly giving and bending over backward for others, the people you've supported may be living their lives without a second thought. They carry on as usual, perhaps unaware of the weight you've been carrying or the toll it's taken on you. For years, you've been the unwavering rock, the dependable caregiver, the one who always says yes when everyone else says no. But let me ask you this, what does it cost you? Because here's the truth that few people want to admit: constant sacrifice can breed resentment. It starts as a faint whisper, barely noticeable, but over time, that whisper grows louder. You begin to wonder why, after all these years of giving, the recognition you deserve hasn't arrived. The appreciation you've hoped for remains elusive, and the love you've poured into others hasn't been returned in the way you imagined. If you continue down this path of endless self-sacrifice, not only will you be giving up your own happiness, but you'll also find yourself emotionally and physically drained. Exhaustion will creep in like a heavy fog, until one day, you wake up and ask yourself, what about me? When do I get to live for myself? It's time to break this cycle, not for anyone else, but for your own sake. Putting yourself first isn't selfish, it's a necessity. You have every right to prioritize your own needs and desires. After all, if you don't take care of yourself, who will? Let those around you step up and take responsibility for their own lives. Release yourself from the weight of carrying their burdens. It's time to shift that energy toward taking care of yourself, because no one else can do it better than you can. You've spent enough time being the caregiver, the giver, the one who sacrifices without hesitation. Now it's time to embrace a new chapter, one where your happiness, health, and well-being come first. The fifth habit you must let go of is dwelling in the past and letting old memories overshadow your present. It's completely natural to reflect on the meaningful moments of your life, to cherish the people who once filled your days, the places that hold a special place in your heart, and the decisions that shaped the person you've become today. However, here's the hard truth. While memories are valuable treasures, they can also act as shackles. preventing you from embracing the beauty and possibilities of the present moment. When you dwell exclusively on the past, no matter how sweet or nostalgic it feels, you confine yourself to a time and place that no longer exists. And the heartbreaking reality is, this mindset blinds you to the immense joy, new opportunities, and fulfilling experiences waiting for you right now. As we age, it's easy to slip into the belief that our golden days are behind us, that the thrill and magic of life are things of the past. You may catch yourself thinking about the people who've drifted away, the regrets of actions undone, or even the opportunities that slipped through your fingers. Regret has a way of clouding your vision, making the present seem dull and insignificant compared to the glow of past memories. But let me tell you, this type of thinking is a trap. It narrows your perspective and steals from you the chance to create fresh moments of happiness, growth, and fulfillment. While it's essential to honor the past for what it taught you, it should never dictate your present or limit your future. If you're still watching this video and find value in these lessons, I'd love to know you're with me. Drop a comment below with the word Tobe to let me know you're engaged and ready to move forward. The truth is, the present moment is the most precious thing we'll ever have. What you choose to do with the time you hold in your hands right now matters far more than anything that has already unfolded. No, you can't change the past. None of us can. But what you can do is decide how to live in this very moment. You can make the choice to embrace every sunrise, every conversation, and every opportunity with open arms. When you chain yourself to the past, you're essentially closing the door to the future, the beautiful, untapped potential that still lies ahead of you. Remember, this is not the final chapter of your story. It's simply the beginning of a new one, filled with endless possibilities, if you're willing to turn the page. It's common to believe that because you've entered a later stage in life, adventure, excitement, or personal growth is no longer within your reach. But this is far from the truth. Life continues to offer its blessings and opportunities no matter your age. The key is being open to receiving them. Maybe it's learning a new skill you've always been curious about, picking up a hobby that sparks joy, or even forming new connections and friendships. Each day is a gift, a chance to grow, to discover, and to add new chapters of meaning and happiness to your story. But to do that, you need to leave the past where it belongs, in your memories. Cherish it, honor it, but don't let it control the life you're living today. Because here's the most empowering realization: the best days of your life may still be ahead of you. If you're willing to let go of the past and embrace the present, you'll discover that the future holds so much more than you ever imagined. Now let's talk about the sixth thing you need to stop doing: ignoring your physical and emotional limits because you're afraid of seeming weak or incapable. There's a deeply ingrained belief, especially as we grow older, that admitting you can no longer do certain things is equivalent to giving in to aging. It's almost as if saying, "I can't" or "I need help" is a sign of failure, a signal that you're losing your vitality, strength, or independence. But let me tell you this: that belief isn't just untrue, it's harmful. By refusing to acknowledge your limits, you're putting yourself at risk, trying to force your body or mind to perform as they did decades ago. Whether it's lifting heavy objects, keeping up with an exhausting pace, or ignoring physical and emotional fatigue, is like inviting trouble into your life. The truth is, your body and mind are not the same as they were when you were 30, 40, or even 50. And that's not something to feel ashamed of. It's simply part of being human. Time affects all of us. Denying this reality is one of the most common yet avoidable mistakes people make. Think about it. How many times have you seen someone push themselves too hard, only to suffer from a preventable injury or health issue? How many people have ignored their bodies' or minds' cries for rest, only to pay a steep price later? It happens far too often. Here's the truth. True strength doesn't lie in pretending to be invincible. It lies in knowing when to pause, when to ask for help, and when to say, "I've done enough." Real strength is about honoring the changes your body and mind are going through and adapting to them with grace. Trying to live as though you're still in your younger years, whether by physically pushing yourself past your limits or ignoring emotional stress, can lead to serious consequences. Your body has its own way of communicating with you. Maybe it's asking for more rest, a slower pace, or better care. But if you keep ignoring those signs, the toll it takes could be far greater than you realize. Aging is not about giving up. It's about evolving. It's about embracing the natural changes that come with time and adjusting your life accordingly. It's about showing gratitude to the body that has carried you through decades of challenges, joys, and milestones by treating it with the care it so richly deserves. There is no shame in saying, "I need to take it easy," or "I can't do this alone." In fact, doing so is a mark of wisdom and maturity. It's a way of protecting yourself while also creating space for a healthier, more balanced life. By setting boundaries, you're not giving in to aging. You're learning to live smarter with more intention and care. Stop pressuring yourself to be the person you were 20 or 30 years ago. Instead, celebrate who you are today, a person shaped by experiences, resilience, and knowledge that only come with time. You've earned the right to live life at your own pace, to prioritize your well-being, and to find joy in the moments that truly matter. Let go of the fear that acknowledging your limits makes you weak. In reality, it's a sign of remarkable strength to know when to say, "This is enough for me." You're not losing anything by admitting your boundaries. Instead, you're gaining the freedom to live more fully and healthily. Take a deep breath and give yourself permission to rest. Remember, your worth isn't tied to how much you can physically accomplish or how invincible you appear. Your value lies in the incredible person you've become over the years, and nothing, not even slowing down, can change that. This doesn't mean you should stop doing the things you love, but it does mean you need to adapt those activities to fit the current reality of your body and mind. Knowing your limits isn't a sign of weakness, it's the ultimate expression of wisdom. It takes courage to admit that certain things may no longer suit you, and that's perfectly okay. Saying no or recognizing that something is no longer right for you isn't a loss, it's an act of self-care. It's a way to honor your body and emotional well-being while prioritizing the things that truly matter to you. By respecting your limits, you not only avoid unnecessary risks and complications, but you also conserve your precious energy for what brings you the most joy and fulfillment. After all, isn't that what life is truly about? Now let's move on to the seventh thing you need to stop doing: avoiding intimate relationships because you believe you've outgrown them, or that they're simply no longer relevant to you. This is one of the most common myths surrounding older age, and it's time we put it to rest once and for all. Sexuality knows no expiration date, and the notion that desire fades as you age is simply false. Intimacy and connection can remain vital and enriching parts of your life, no matter your stage in life, including in your later years. Sadly, many people overlook this aspect of their lives due to feelings of shame, fear, or the assumption that they no longer qualify for it. But let me assure you, nothing could be farther from the truth. The reality is, when approached with an open and healthy mindset, sexual intimacy can still be a powerful source of joy, emotional connection, and physical well-being at any age. One major obstacle preventing many older adults from embracing their sexuality is both societal and internalized prejudice. Society has conditioned us to believe that sex is only for the young, as if it were a privilege that diminishes or disappears with age. But this is a myth, a falsehood that robs many people of a deeply fulfilling aspect of life. The truth is, intimacy in older age can be even more meaningful. As the years go by, physical closeness takes on a deeper significance, transcending the physical act itself. It becomes about connection, touch, and emotional bonding, elements that are vital for maintaining a high quality of life. Sexual intimacy isn't just about physical pleasure. It's about feeling close to someone, about sharing moments that bring warmth, comfort, and joy. As you age, these elements become even more valuable, enriching both your body and your spirit. Another concern that often deters older adults from maintaining sexual relationships is worry over performance, or the natural changes that occur in the body with age. It's completely normal for your body to evolve over time, and while these changes may impact how you experience intimacy, let me reassure you that they don't spell the end of pleasure or closeness. In fact, with age comes wisdom, and with wisdom comes a deeper understanding of what truly makes you feel good. You learn more about your desires and how to communicate them effectively with your partner. Many older adults find that they can explore their sexuality with greater freedom and less pressure as they age. The unrealistic expectations of youth about performance, appearance, and perfection fade away, leaving behind a more relaxed and comfortable approach to intimacy. This new mindset allows for deeper satisfaction. It's no longer about impressing anyone or living up to someone else's standards. It's about enjoying the experience, being present with your partner, and sharing an act of love, trust, and connection. The key is to adapt to the new realities of your body and discover what works for you. Maybe things don't function exactly as they did when you were younger, but that doesn't mean you can't still enjoy a rich and fulfilling sex life. It's about exploring new ways to maintain intimacy, shedding outdated standards, and finding what makes you feel good in the present moment. Perhaps this means more communication with your partner, experimenting with different methods of connection, or simply embracing the emotional side of intimacy. The possibilities are limitless. The most important thing to remember is that your sexuality is an inherent part of who you are, and it doesn't disappear with age. No matter how many years pass, you deserve to experience love, pleasure, and meaningful connection. There's no age limit on desire or intimacy. So stop buying into the myth that you've outgrown this part of life. Embrace your sexuality with the same wisdom, confidence, and ease that comes with age, and you'll find that it can continue to bring joy, fulfillment, and meaning to your life at any stage. Moreover, the benefits of intimacy in older age extend far beyond the immediate pleasure it provides. Research consistently shows that maintaining an active sexual life can significantly enhance both your physical and mental health. It's not just about emotional connection. The physical act of sex can have tangible long-term benefits for your body and mind. Studies show that regular sexual activity can boost mental health, strengthen the immune system, and even reduce the risk of heart disease. Isn't that incredible? By simply engaging in intimacy, you're giving your body a natural boost of vitality and resilience. During sex, your body releases a wonderful cocktail of hormones like endorphins and oxytocin, commonly known as the feel-good hormones. These chemicals play a vital role in elevating your mood, reducing stress, and fostering a general sense of well-being. Oxytocin in particular is often referred to as the love hormone because it nurtures feelings of closeness and bonding with your partner. This means that by avoiding sex, you might be missing out on one of the most powerful natural ways to maintain your physical and emotional health. The relaxation and happiness that follow sexual intimacy can ripple throughout your life, providing you with more energy, a more positive outlook, and a greater sense of well-being. However, it's essential to remember that there's no one-size-fits-all approach to sexuality, especially as you grow older. Each person's journey is unique, and there are no universal rules about what your sex life should look like as you age. The most important thing is that you feel comfortable, happy, and satisfied with your choices. If sexual desire is still an important part of your life, and for many people it certainly is, don't let age or societal prejudices convince you otherwise. You have every right to explore and enjoy this part of your life just as much now as you did when you were younger. If you're still watching and find these insights helpful, please comment with 3 to let me know you're with me. If you feel uncertain, take the time to seek out more information, engage in open conversations with your partner, and, if needed, consult a healthcare professional. Many resources are available to help you navigate the physical changes of aging while still maintaining a satisfying, active sex life. Remember, intimacy is a vital part of who you are, and it should continue to be a source of joy, comfort, and satisfaction, no matter your age. Life doesn't stop, and neither do the pleasures of life, whether they're emotional, intellectual, or physical. As we conclude this discussion, take a moment to reflect on the habits we've covered. These habits may have seemed harmless or even necessary for years, but as you enter this new phase of life, they could become barriers to living a full and happy existence. The truth is, this stage of life isn't about slowing down or giving up. It's about embracing freedom, wisdom, and new opportunities. By letting go of these 7 things today, you can begin the journey of reclaiming control over your life. You can rediscover the power of living intentionally, making choices that prioritize your happiness, well-being, and autonomy. Aging is not the end. It's the start of a new chapter, one filled with possibilities for self-care, wisdom, and, most importantly, pleasure. Whether it's the joy of a deep conversation, the satisfaction of learning something new, or the comfort of intimacy, this phase holds vast potential for fulfillment. So embrace it fully. Take these lessons to heart, and let this time in your life be as rich, joyful, and meaningful as you deserve. As we wrap up, I hope you found value in the insights we shared today. These 7 habits, if left unchecked, can hold you back from living a truly joyful, fulfilling life. Now, it's time to take what you've learned and put it into action. What has resonated with you most? Reflect on that. What's one thing you've learned today that you'll start practicing immediately? We'd love to hear your thoughts, so please share them in the comments below. Remember, it's never too late to reclaim your happiness and live with more purpose, wisdom, and joy. If you found this video helpful, leave your comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content to help you live your best life. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.